It all hit me worst when my dad left home. And I wasn't surprised because we were a broken family going through financial crisis for a long time, and he just couldn't handle it anymore and left without saying anything. And you know, our family just doesn't talk about feelings, so it just wasn't something to talk about. Like even with all my uncles and stuff, we don't sit down and ask, why did Juno leave home? It's never a conversation that we've had. And the house was super, super depressed, and Mum was the worst. She cried almost every day, and she at times felt suicidal, or just didn't have anything in life or a purpose. And it was so hard on me and my brother. And on top of that, we were left with a mortgage that we had to pay off, and we were still in uni. It's like a burden we had to carry to this day. And at one point, I remember even thinking to myself, what's the point, What's the point of living in this terrible life? And so time had passed, my family started to heal, and I started to heal, and then this relationship, shaky, and I was super insecure, and towards the end of it, I was so paranoid that I was going to get cheated on, and, I wasn't, it was my first relationship, so I didn't think I could leave, and I think being through all that whole dad leaving thing, I was not ready to give up. I had to make sure it worked, but I could leave anytime I wanted. But I stayed, and I got cheated on. And I cried a lot during that relationship about being paranoid. So I think after we broke up, I had no tears left. I was like, yep, I was right. It was definitely a few weeks for the first time being this really emotional person. And I shut down, and I just didn't feel for a while, and I stopped eating, I stopped sleeping, I was terrible. And fuck, I was angry, because I was getting better, my family was getting better, and this happens, and God, I just feel like I was falling into it all over again, and yeah, I just took it really badly. I did, during the relationship, start seeing a psychologist, so I got the tools to help me through it. And surprisingly, I did really good and actually got out of that whole terrible mindset way quicker than I thought, and way stronger out of it. And I remember telling this whole story, which is over 5 years of just terrible, terrible things happening to someone, and they were telling me I didn't know you were going through all that because you seem like such a happy person. I mean, that's the thing with life, you never know what people are going through, and it's just so worthwhile to ask if they're alright and just be there for them, So it could really do a lot to that person and make a change in their life. Yeah.